on my sofa. He's actually here in person. We got David Yontef on the show today on Don't Let It Stew. I mean, he knows pretty much everything about pop culture. You literally are page 6. You just know like everything. It's like, I was even asking for topics. I'm like, I need to talk about more stuff in my podcast. He's like, here's 5. I'm like, okay, there we go. Like, so easy for you.
Here are your topics for the day, Stu.
Like, thanks so much. What is stewing this week with me? So I was in New York last weekend, and coming back yesterday. Here was the thing, and it's like, I think this has been asked before, and I don't know how I feel about it. I didn't go like, I think the obvious way. Babies on airplanes. Now, I was in economy. It didn't get my upgrade, which I was kind of pissed off about, but you know, shit happens. And I have my Apple headphones, you know, which is noise cancellation. So it wouldn't really affect me, all this kind of thing. But there was 2 babies, one in front of me and one to the left of me. Now, the screams, the roars, like, I was like, oh my God, is the noise cancellation button on? And I turned it on and I kind of dimmed it out, but I could slightly hear it. But people were like, fuck. And you could see like the mom, and like, I felt really bad for her. Cause like, what do you do? Like, you can't just leave them at home.
You can't do much.
No.
How do I feel? I feel, you know, there's so many different things in today's day and age. Can't there just be 1 flight a day or 2 flights a day that are child free? Like, if some airline had that, maybe charge a little more. Am I the only one to think of this idea?
I don't know. It's not a bad idea, actually. It's because obviously, like, something, you know, the kids have to get from A to B. Like, you can't just like stay at home until they're like 2 years of age, you know?
Sure.
I don't know. I just felt so bad, but I felt like there was a lot of passengers kind of like fucking pissed. Now, it was like such roars that like it was piercing.
It's too much. I mean, it's bad. I just think, look, you have to have children on planes, but can't there be, like, there could be 2
that could be
flights
cool,
a day,
like, you know, like Elliot,
and maybe it's not the convenient time for you, but then you say, okay, I'll go 3 hours later because there won't be any kids. Just saying.
No, you're right. I think so. That was just something that I just was like, wow, I want to ask him that question when we do this tomorrow. Do you have anything you want to get off your chest this week?
What were you doing in New York?
Oh, I was in New York. So I was in New York for like 2 days. I met like my friend, and then I went to Raoul's for dinner one night. That was just, and then I went to Connecticut. So my friend Erica Vitrini, she's a good friend of mine. I know her for like 10 years. We shot a bunch of funny content, but like food videos. She nearly has 1 million followers. We're trying to get her to like 1 million. She's only 4,000 away from 1 million. So like, we want to try and get there before her birthday. Ton of videos. I finally went to dinner with Essie Cup. Okay. So like, love her so much. And
where'd you guys go?
We went to
somewhere good.
Oh, what's it called? We were in, I actually can't say the name of the town. I'm not allowed, but there's another reason for that. It's in Connecticut. Yeah. Like, I think like 15 or 20 minutes away from Greenwich.
Westport.
Yes. But close to there. So we went to
in Westport.
We went to like a seafood restaurant. It was on a harbor type thing. Okay. It was really good. And then there was like 3 of Erica's friends too. And but it was the first time I got to sit down with Essie, because we know each other from BravoCon. We keep running into each other at BravoCon. We get a photograph, and I'm like, see you later. And I was like, okay, I'm coming. And
Does she live in Connecticut? Yeah.
I thought like she would live in New York with CNN and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, so so much fun. I was like pitching shows to her, which I know we might do one. But yeah, it was good. It was a productive weekend.
The only thing I want to get off my chest is coming over here to your lovely establishment in West Hollywood. I came from Hollywood.
Yeah.
You said something about parking. I said I don't park.
Yeah.
I said I don't drive.
And I was like, we're going to have to talk about that. So right there. So you kind of do both, like 6 and 6, like bi-coastal. You're bi-coastal. You have a place here.
I say tri-coastal because I have a place in the Hamptons as well.
So
yes,
nice.
I know.
Well, I'll be out there next month.
Okay, well, we're going to hang. Yeah, I mean, I'm between here in New York and the Hamptons, and 2 of those you are supposed to have a car, but I do not have a car.
In any of them? New York, obviously, easy. Yeah.
I have not driven. I would like to say years, but the real truth is I would have to be decades at this point.
Wow.
Let's just age myself here on Don't Let It Stew. It's been decades. So I have a license to like use, but it's expired. And I mean, I don't drive.
If you don't need to, like, why do it? You can get away with it. But I was just like, wait. I remember living here for 2 years without a car, and I was like, Jesus, those buses. But it was like buses at the time. I couldn't afford taxis. I just moved here.
It's all about the Uber. But that's what this thing I would want to get off my chest is the stop and go. Like, I now have a headache from coming here 10 minutes away. It's like, why are we speeding up to slam on the brakes?
We're crazy here. We're crazy that we fucking drive. It's like a race to get to the light.
Oh my God. Yes, it is.
It really is. It's so funny. Okay, so let's get on to New Jersey Housewives. It's just so good right now. And on one of the nights, I did actually I can't say who, but I did watch Jersey Housewives with a Jersey Housewife on Sunday night. But I can't say who. I'll tell you after the show.
Okay.
But it was a lot of fun. It's a totally different experience watching it with one of them. But okay, everybody's talking about Jen and Danielle.
Yes.
What did you like? I mean, look, it was great television. Like, I mean, those girls just bring it. It's the best franchise, I think, so far, in my opinion.
This episode was great.
Yeah.
Like,
someone said it was kind of boring. I was like, what the fuck was boring? Like, did you want someone just murdered? Like, what? Like, I don't understand what you want.
You know, we only have 5 weeks left in the season.
I can't. So it's a short season, right?
Short season.
And then you have no reunion.
No reunion. Maybe they'll do something that's still being, but I don't know if they're going to definitely do something. So what Andy said, apparently the last episode, it's basically like a reunion. It'll be enough. Yeah. So, I mean, we'll believe him with that. I think it's a good season. I think changes are coming after this season.
Do you think so?
I mean, that's what they say.
Is that what they said?
It's certain people's time to leave.
And just to swap around. But there's some great characters on there right now. I like that. I like Rachel and Danielle.
They're like
strong.
Both of them.
Yeah.
I think Rachel she's having a great season.
Yeah.
I'm all about Rachel.
She just doesn't give a shit.
Controversial opinion. Not everyone loves Rachel.
I know.
Well, they like her, but they love Teresa, and therefore, God forbid, we say we like Rachel as well.
Oh, God.
You know what I mean?
I know. God. So I've watched the series so many times, embarrassed, but it isn't the first time Jen has gotten aggressive, though. Dinner tables with Melissa and Dolores. So, like, does she do it knowing there's security around? Or, like, it was kind of a setup, like the whole thing was for me.
It was, really?
Yeah, I feel like the way Jen was kind of talking, she was kind of like winking to, like, not winking to the camera, but, like, I was like, this is so fucking lame, this story. Like, I don't like how you handled that.
I felt she lost it, though. Like, when she shoved her, I thought that was, like, really in the moment. Yeah. Like, I think she probably regrets the fact that she shoved her. No?
I don't know. Again, it's just like the way she was telling the story, it was just like she'd rehearsed it kind of. It just felt a bit, but Danielle just totally took the bait.
She took the bait. I mean, yes. It's getting so good now.
It is really getting good. And then, like, okay, she pushes her pretty hard. I love that they're like, I don't know if I pushed her. I'm like, you literally shoved her so hard.
And you do know that you pushed her.
Yeah.
You do know.
I don't know.
You're just now standing there afraid that you're going to lose your job.
And I love, like, Dolores is kind of like, she's kind of in the back, kind of like, bitch, I know what you did. You know what I mean?
She's like, amazing. I don't want to go anywhere near there.
Yeah, yeah.
It was good. It was a good episode.
And then what's going on then with Teresa? Because then I'm, like, seeing these things online as well. Like, so Teresa's, they say, like, she's just been friends with Jackie to get to Margaret.
Yes. So, like, apparently, like, when she said, I'm just using Jackie to get to Margaret because Jackie knows all the dirt about Margaret. So she's hoping she spills it. I have to say, like, in the real world as a person, I really like Jackie. I have had nothing.
She's always been so nice to me. Yeah.
So I kind of feel bad.
I know, I do too. Because, like, every time at BravoCon, we've, like, chatted, and we've, like, stood up and chatted. She's like, hey, how are you? And stuff like that. We even sent her the cookbook when we brought it up, Amy Phillips. And she's always been sweet. So I'm like, shit, she's getting in trouble. I was like, oh, no.
And, like, to have someone say, like, I'm just using you. And then, like, here you are. Because she was on Watch What Happens, like, 2 weeks before, saying, like, how great her friendship with Teresa. And Andy actually said, you might want to just wait to watch a few more episodes before you start. And Jackie said, what? And her face, like, turned white. And she said, like, now I'm really wondering. And Andy's like, just wait.
So when did Teresa say that? Is that in the preview for next episode?
No, she said it.
When did she say it?
She said it in this past episode when they were at the Namaste doing that, like, holistic with the gauntlet. Remember that place they went in the beginning with all the Buddhas?
Yes.
When they were talking, she said, and Dolores was like, I'm done with Teresa was like, yeah, just forget Jackie. It doesn't matter. I'm just using her to get to Margaret. I mean,
she's like, I want to take her down. She just wants to take her down.
She said, I just need Jackie to take down. So I mean, it's like, imagine if someone said that to you. I'm just using.
I haven't spoken to Margaret in a while. I'm like, I need to check in on her. I'm sure we'll see her next month or whatever at Jill Zarin's thing. What's going on with this? Like, it's so dumb, and I'm friends with him, so I'm totally going to defend him here. But with Pauly and this brothel thing, where did that come from?
Believe it or not, it came from my podcast.
Did it really?
It did. I did not say it.
No, where did it originally come from?
Melissa's old nose. Do you know all about all these bloggers?
What's her name? The Melissa Old Nose.
Gabriella. She was on my podcast. She was one of the ones that was Team Teresa. Now they broke away, and but
where did Gabriella find it from?
She says that when she was in getting because they apparently were getting all the information from Teresa and Teresa's lawyer. She said on my podcast that Teresa's lawyer told her that Pauly could never divorce Dolores because he's currently married to his wife, and they run these brothels.
He could never divorce the ex-wife to be with Dolores.
Because apparently they run these brothels and they make a ton of money doing so. Now, I don't know what that has to do with a divorce. And she's not even saying it. She's saying that Teresa's lawyer told her that when she was in the inner camp. And then she said it on my podcast. So if you really want to know where it came from, that is where it came from. Whether any of this is true or not, I don't know.
I doesn't seem like Pauly to me. I don't know. I mean, I love Pauly. He's always been great to me. And he's Irish. Of course I'm going to defend him,
I was going to say, I'm waiting,
But also, I just wanted to ask that. It was so funny. And also, we're doing a crossover today with David's podcast, Behind the Velvet Rope. So after you listen to him or me, you can cross over to one of us. I know however it works. Yeah.
It's going to be, yes. Listen to both of us.
Yes, please. Okay, so I always give a kind of an update on Taylor Swift and all that kind of stuff because I'm going to see her on Friday in Ireland.
Oh.
I'm so excited. It's the second time I'm going to see her.
I was like, she's in Ireland.
She's in Ireland right now for the next 3 nights on Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
You're a huge Swiftie.
I am. I mean, look, there's a record player with the albums right beside you.
Yes.
So something kind of really cute happened, and I kind of went down the rabbit hole on TikTok. My friend Alex Day, he's a big Swiftie, and he kind of filled me in. So they're at the Eras tour. She sings a song called The Smallest Man That Ever Lived, which apparently was about the other guy, not Joe Aldo, and the one Matt Healy. Okay.
I lumped the two of them together.
So it's just a random couple, though. Yeah, they're so different.
They kind of look the same a little bit.
But apparently it was a very small little relationship. I don't know. So that's the song, and then she kind of the smallest man. She has a broken heart. She pretends she's getting shot in a war and all that kind of stuff. And then she falls to the ground, and then Travis comes on, dresses up as one of the tuxedos or whatever, and picks her up and then carries her, which is very kind of symbolic, isn't it? And so it's
that. And everyone knew it was Travis.
Yes, they did. They were but it was a big surprise. Yeah.
Okay.
And then picks her up and with the broken heart, kind of and puts, because she's losing the color in her face in another song. Then he puts makeup on her to bring back the color in her face. And then she goes into I Can Do It with a Broken Heart. It is kind of cool. In London, especially where Joe lives.
It is kind of cool. I mean, what goes through your mind when you're Travis? Okay, my side gig today is just going on the stage.
Wouldn't it be fun if we did this? And he's look, Heather McDonald is this is a nightmare. He's going on stage. I knew this was going to happen. He's going to have an album out soon. He's in it just for the fame and all that kind of stuff. So, but I don't think so. I think,
I mean, I don't think so. I mean, she's pretty much unarguably the biggest thing in the world. But I mean, he had such fame in his own lane.
Yeah.
That he doesn't, did he really need it? I mean, it is a different level of fame.
I didn't. And look, he put it out there. He was making friendship bracelets, and then was I like Taylor Swift. I think she's great and stuff. And then and it's kind of perfect for her too. Small town, the high school. It's it's a great love story. Yeah. The footballer. Perfect. They are kind of great. As it's going now, I hope it's all real and everything like that. And I think it is. It's perfect for her. I'm really happy for her.
You're not worried about when they show him partying or getting...
I was very concerned about that at the beginning. And I think he's kind of calmed down now a bit and is spending time with her in Europe. and then he'll come back then to training then before they start the new season.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And then she'll be back supporting him then.
I hope it works out. I'm here for love for everyone.
Oh, God.
Let's just keep everyone be happy today.
A little interjection here or whatever. It just came up, and I actually texted her yesterday. I was like, how's the facelift? Jill. I texted her and she's like, oh my gosh, like I just got it done. I was like, great. Let me take you a look. I'm going to send you a photograph. And so she sent me a photograph. She looks fantastic. She sent me that. She probably took a selfie on the street.
She looks, even the pictures that I've not seen her in the Hamptons. But she looks it's good. It's good. It's all good. I have nothing but, she looks great there.
I was like, you just keep getting younger. She's like, we hope.
Listen, it's amazing but she has had good work done.
Yeah.
She said she saw herself on the goat and she didn't like what she saw.
Yeah, and she was like, no, I'm just going to get another facelift. I'm like, you look fucking amazing already. Like, she really looks so young. And she's like, no, I just got to get another one, a small one. And I'm like, and now perfect in time for the party, I guess, next month.
Facelifts scare me.
She does them, though, so kind of like nicely, though. Like, I feel like it's just like a small bit tighter, not these big drastic kind of things. I wanted to also ask you about, so that popped up and I was like, oh, I want to talk to you about that. And then everybody's talking about it, Justin Timberlake. And so you're from the Hamptons, you live in the Hamptons.
It's where this happened is literally 20 seconds from my front door. Like, it's because I live right behind
What's it? Is that Sag Harbor?
Sag Harbor. Jill lives really close by too.
Okay, so this is what I was thinking. I looked at the photograph of it. She took me there to lunch on the Sunday for brunch.
Okay,
that was the hotel. It's really kind of like clunky, kind of getting.
You know where you went?
Where did we go?
You went to Barron's Cove.
No, it was the Great American Hotel.
Really?
Is there an outdoor area down at go to the seats outside, and when you go through it,
that's Barron's Cove. I think you went to Barron's Cove because I saw pictures. I think it was Barron's Cove.
Okay.
I could be wrong, but this is American Hotel, and it's like right there. So, I mean, the next day you would think there was like a triple murder. I mean, it was like the ABC van, and there was the vans all day, and you're like, Justin is long gone. Like, once he got out of jail and went to the courthouse, it's like, what are you doing? He's gone. He's not like in the hotel in a room. Like, why are these news? I mean, they were there for like 2 days after. Just cameras pointed at the entrance. I'm like,
it's like a shooting. Like,
what do you want to see? The funny thing is they did, because Billy Joel is a Sag Harbor resident. They stopped Billy Joel on the street and said, what do you think of this? Now, anyone that knows, Billy Joel has his own history in the Hamptons of drinking and driving.
Oh, wow.
So he has his own record.
I mean, that's amazing that he just walked up or whatever. Yeah.
And he literally lives also right there. And he was like, I don't know Justin, and I'm not commenting. It's like
smart.
Just
because it's like, what, kept calling you black or whatever, if he wants to comment in a bad way.
Like, just keep it going, Billy Joel.
And Suri Cruise, she graduates, and then she drops her last name. I saw that somewhere, but thanks for sending me that. That was one of his ideas for today.
I'm like, what about this? I mean, first of all, Suri Cruise, I mean, when I saw these pictures, I had to do a double take because I couldn't tell which one was Suri and which one was Katie Holmes.
How old is Suri? Was it Suri?
17 or 18 now.
Jesus, I remember like at the beginning.
Yeah, remember this?
Yeah. And so, but here's the thing. As they get older, the kids, and if you have a kid and there's two parents and stuff like that, and it's like, one is kind of normal, the other one's like fucking kind of like, you go read through the stories as the years goes on. She's probably like, yeah, I'm good. I don't want the last name.
I think she has nothing to do with her father.
Really?
I think like nothing. Yeah. I mean, the whole Katie and Tom, I'm still confused about the whole thing.
I mean everybody thought it was a setup, right? For 10 years. How many years were they together?
He's gay and this and that. I don't know. What was it, 10 years? Was it that long?
I feel like it's like a perfect number. Wasn't Nicole Kidman 10 years as well?
Oh, maybe. That's
I have to Google that
agreement. I guess why did Katie do this? I guess you have a certain number. I mean, look, you want a child, okay?
Yeah.
I assume there was a lot of money funneled into a bank account somewhere.
Oh my God.
But I mean, she was working. I mean, I know it's not the same as working on Dawson's Creek, but there's also a thing that went around recently. Apparently there's a Dawson's Creek text chain that everyone, all of them, like Michelle Williams,
Still.
but not with Katie Holmes. She says she's not a part of that.
Oh.
But everyone else.
Saw her, she was with Matt Bomer there in Italy or Paris or something. I think they're in the movie together.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just saw it. Like, I follow Matt, so I saw she was in photographs with
Matt is not a bad one to follow.
No, he's lovely. No, I know him from back in the day. Wow. I would cook over at Simon's house a few times, and Simon just started dating him. So he'd walk into the kitchen, you're like, Jesus Christ, he's so beautiful. My God.
This is a good
yeah.
Yeah.
Last one before we wrap this up, and it's just a really kind of like, have you seen it? Have you not seen it? What's your take? And have you seen Danger in the Dorm with Bethenny or not yet?
Let me tell you, I think I saw on your podcast, you just talked about this.
I told it because
I think this is your go-to question now.
No, because I haven't seen it yet. And I asked Brian Balthazar to watch it. And I don't even think he watched it, but he watched clips. So I have to watch it still.
First of all, I mean, you also should sit and watch Mommy Meanest on Lifetime. I love a Lifetime movie.
Oh, no.
Mommy Meanest with Lisa Rinna was absolutely phenomenal.
Oh, I have to watch it.
Rinna killed it in the best way possible. I did watch Danger in the Dorm. Let me tell you, like, considering she's not an actress, Bethenny she did well.
Yeah. Amazing. Like, the scene I saw was amazing.
I'm like, how are you this good? So really, and Lifetime loves a housewife, but I think I highly recommend.
I need to put it on my iPad when I'm going to Ireland this week. Yeah, I know I have to watch it. That would be amazing. All right, David, we're going to wrap it up. Thank you so much for coming. Everybody follow David Behind the Velvet Rope on Instagram. Go listen to his podcast. He does 16 episodes a week. You do 5 days a week? 9
episodes a week.
I can't even with that.
We do one a day.
I can barely do this today.
It's not,
you have such a system going.
It's not fun. I mean, it's a great job, but it's not always fun. People don't realize there are days you just wake up, you're like, I just don't want to talk today.
I know, and you've said it, but I mean, look, it's so impressive. So, like, well done.
But everyone should go follow Behind the Velvet Rope.
Behind the Velvet Rope. Thank you so much, and I'll talk to you soon.
Thanks for having me. Bye.